This is Matt from Metal Recon. We're talking from Ashes to New. Got a lot of questions actually for you guys. Lancaster, Pennsylvania. You guys all from there?
Yep.
And all met there? Did you go to high school together? How did that work?
We were all just playing in local bands together, except for Garrett.
I worked at a Halloween store with him.
Is that right?
He was my manager, actually.
Oh, kick-ass. That's awesome. So you guys were in other bands and got together. What brought you guys together?
I don't know. I guess Matt started writing the music and we just fell in place. Everybody here. I don't know how it came together so good. But
I moved out of the area. I just started chasing music to LA and Vegas and Miami. And I just stayed in touch with Chris. We were really good friends. And they asked me a couple times. I said no because I was involved in something else. And then it just worked out perfectly. And brought me in, and he brought Garrett in too, so it worked out that way.
So then did you move back? Are you guys based in Pennsylvania now?
I live like just outside of Chicago in Indiana.
Oh, okay.
With my girlfriend out there, so it's not that bad of a commute. Like when we got to get together and rehearse, it's like a 10-hour drive.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that sounds far to me.
That's a little long for a couple Joe Rogan podcasts, and you're there before you know it.
Yeah. I drive like an hour and a half to work, and I bitch about it all the time.
Well, if I had to do it every day, that'd be a completely different story.
Yeah. Chris.
Yeah.
You actually fixed aircraft parts?
I used to restore airplanes. I used to strip all the paint off, do the body work, and then get them ready for paint.
Were you interested in aviation, or did you just kind of fall into it?
I just fell into it.
You guys are retired Air Force.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm into aviation, so I just thought that's interesting.
Yeah, we saw that. We were like, oh, shit.
It was a rough job because you always had like the paint stripper and lacquer thinner run down your arms, just burning your arms out every day. So it was a rough job, but it was cool sometimes.
You guys say that you know what it's like to be blue collar because you had those blue collar type jobs, and so do you think that's helped you in the music industry?
Yeah, as I say, I think it brings us a good work ethic, and I think it's helped us out.
Yeah, you know, we've been doing it for long enough where it's like, holy shit, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, you need to make this band work.
Right.
Yeah. All done construction and construction and roofing and like all kinds of stuff like that. So.
Weird jobs.
Yeah. Actually, I think we've all done that.
I did the roofing.
Oh, you did? Brandon, our guitarist, he did construction. I think he did roofing as well, all that stuff.
These days, you get into bands, it's not a matter of just playing and being good, getting your name out there. I mean, it's so difficult just to do that. I mean, you have the talent, that's already there. But now you have to have this business savvy because no one's helping anybody out. Is there like anybody in the group that's more business savvy than everybody else?
I do a lot of the business end of things. I share it with the rapper Matt, but we do the brunt of the business.
She gives me a headache.
It's not for me. Me too.
So then you kind of come up with ideas, and then you guys make a collective decision, or everybody just kind of trusts?
Yeah, we, there's times where there's just got to be executive decisions made, but for the most part, everything we do is like a democracy. We take a vote.
Yeah.
We bring it to the table, and we work really closely on a daily basis with our manager, so he helps us a lot with the business end of things, and but the day-to-day stuff is usually Matt and I.
Yeah, very cool. Actually, we talked about Rock on the Range. Is that something you normally do? I mean, are you used to playing larger venues?
We just got off tour with POD, and that was only our second tour.
Oh, POD.
Yeah.
So,
and you got a big tour coming up.
Yes, we do.
I've already got tickets to go to that.
Oh, you do? Awesome. Yeah, it's Five Finger Death Punch, Papa Roach, and In This Moment this fall.
Yeah.
I'm sure that changes the dynamic, as far as just being on stage and how you do things. Mm-hmm. Is it hard to make that adjustment?
I like having more room on stage to run around and not run into each other.
Yeah.
And I get more pumped up in front of a huge crowd, so that's my favorite.
That's also coming from guys who've only had 2 tours, so I'm sure maybe you never know. It could go back to being like clubs are like our favorite thing. You never, you never know how it works out.
As far as you were talking about rapping, I always just think it's interesting how you combine the two. Some bands, do a great job of doing that.
I didn't really grow up listening to too much rap. A little bit, obviously I listened to the first Linkin Park album. There's like a couple rap rock fans too, but I was never huge into it. So he came to me with the idea of starting this up, and I was actually a little hesitant at first. I wasn't sure about it.
Yeah.
But he started showing me the songs, and I was like, all right, I'd like to be a part of this. He talked me into it.
You guys do a great job. I mean, like Attila does a good job doing it.
Yeah.
Hollywood Undead, I mean, you guys really nail it. I mean, especially with the metal part, bringing the metal part and the rock part in. I think it's awesome.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you.
So you guys have been together since 2013, the current lineup. Is that correct?
Yep. I think that's about what it was.
Yeah.
So before that, obviously, you were in other bands, so you have plenty of experience at this point. If you had any advice from everything you guys have been through, what would you guys tell some of these up-and-coming bands?
Run. I don't know, man. I feel like what really a big thing of luck was what helped us, but it was all through social media. Like the luck came through social media, so you really have to figure out for yourself like how to infiltrate social media and get it to work for you. Have somebody in the band that has some kind of business sense, because you don't know how much business is involved now. It's not like, you know, back in the day, like Motley Crue, you just show up and you play and you party. It's like you gotta have, like, people are, you know, you'll get screwed if you don't know what you're doing or what you're signing. So what else? I mean, you know, honing the craft, making sure you can do it live.
Perseverance, you got to keep at it. Like, just don't get discouraged right away, because there's many discouraging times, but we've always pushed through, and I think we're getting there.
Well, it's interesting you talked about the social media piece. We thought, okay, there's got to be something we can do to help get more of this music out to the masses.
Right.
And you go, there's a market, okay, number one. People still love this stuff. People want to hear it.
People have been saying rock is dead for I don't know how long, but like go to Rock on the Range and try and tell me rock is dead.
That's what we said.
That's exactly what we said.
Our exact words. We said, come on.
Yeah.
It's not dead. It's not even close to being dead.
You guys are working on a full-length album right now? Is that right?
Yeah, it's all recorded. We're waiting on some minor details, and we don't have a release date yet. But
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
hopefully soon.
Yeah, it's been recorded. The 4 songs for the Downfall EP that we have out right now are gonna be on the record. It was just a.
Got it on my phone.
No, thanks. It was just it was like a thank you to the fans who start, like, you know, because we started out on Octane. We just got thrown on Octane because a programmer there found the song "My Fight," just started playing it, and then this request started coming in, and then it was like all of a sudden I was like, oh shit, this is something.
Yeah.
So
if you get Octane playtime, I mean, you know you're moving in the right direction for sure.
Yeah. So it was kind of like we had some fans early on before we could tour. I mean, it was before I was even in the band, and it was like they were wanting new material, and it was like we didn't know when the full length was going to come out, so we were just like, here's 4 songs that we feel like really represent the album. The new album was like a thank you for sticking around and supporting us and getting us to where we were.
Yeah. Awesome.
You guys have a lot of success fairly quickly, you know. How's that been? I mean, it's been hard to adjust to.
I don't really get hung up on it. I just kind of, I don't really think about it that much. Just play the shows, and it's just nice meeting all the fans. It's kind of.
I feel like when you're in it, you don't see it like that. You know what I mean? Because you're kind of in the grind.
Yeah.
So, you know, I feel like we have a really long way to go. I don't like I wouldn't want to sit there and think like, hey, look how far we've come, because it's like compared to where we got, how much more work we got to do. It's like, let's leave that in the past. We got just keep looking straight ahead, not in the rearview mirror. You know?
Yeah, it's good.
You guys have definitely got a great start.
Yeah. Thank you.
We just appreciate you guys taking the time to come out and talk to us.
Yeah, we talked to your guys' manager, and you said, yeah, hey, we got you down. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah. He's like calling me.
Did
I'm
you
like,
get the right email address? I was like, you sure you sent the right guy?
Yeah, they must not know who we are. I don't know.
No, man, we're glad to be here talking to you guys. Thank you.
Well, we really appreciate it.
Yeah,
You guys have any more questions?
No, man, we're good.
Cool.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, yeah. We put the dog tags and stuff together.
Yeah, dude.
Sweet, man.
Put it on right now.